Hello, Cancer. This is Sara Perry, and this is your June 2022 Psychic Insights and Guidance. Welcome today. Thank you for joining me. Hello, any newcomers out there, and welcome back, my regulars. If you'd like a private reading at the end of this, then please get on down to the website. I would love to hear from you. And if you feel the need to do so, then please like, share, and subscribe if you have enjoyed this vlog. So, this month, there is a massive change of direction. You have come to a point of no return, okay? And it's going to become very, very obvious latest 4th of June, okay? So if you are listening to this afterwards, I would feel that you've already come to that point, and saying this is about expansion. That is what is stopping you going forwards, okay? It may mean that you need a leap of faith, that you need to look further afield. If you are working in an area that is, a local place, and you're dealing with clients just very, very close by in your vicinity, maybe it's time to look for other clients who are further away. I'm getting kind of Asia and Africa and places like that. It could be that you just need to expand your horizons in general, that you don't feel settled because you're not happy. In general, it's like things aren't working because you've done what you've done. Sometimes we just feel like we've come so far, and it just, there isn't any way forwards. There's no excuses, there's no justifications, there's no more excuses you can give to someone or yourself. It's like your heart is in two minds about things right now, and when the heart is in two minds about things, there's doubt, and when there's doubt, something isn't balanced, okay? And it could be that you are questioning somebody else. It could be that you are questioning somebody else who is further afield as well, but you need to expand your way of thinking. And it's maybe if you're having a long distance relationship, you're not able to, it's not going the way it should because you now need to be together, and one of you isn't doing one thing or the other. You've got to kind of find a way to meet in the middle. This is an opportunity, or an opportunistic time to deal with a battle that has been going on and find the balance, okay? This is an ongoing battle, and I feel that your guides are really, really close to you, and they're really speaking their truth, and they're pushing you forwards, and that is going to create an unsettled feeling because the universe is also stepping in and urging you to kind of take the chance and to try something different. You're blocked at the moment, and the reason you're blocked is because you haven't got balance, right? It's as simple as that. When we come to a point in a road where we're questioning, it's because things aren't settled. They're not in place. They don't have to be riotous. They don't have to be chaotic. Sometimes it's just not happening. There's no flow, there's nothing, there can be numbness. It's saying the happiness side of yourself is lacking, and it's time to find that happiness. Stop fighting it, stop fighting spirit, stop fighting yourself, and stop pushing yourself against a brick wall or a door that is just not going to open, and just turn to your right or your left because there's something so much better. It might feel different, but it's going to work. There's a phone call coming, which is going to be something that you've really, really been waiting for. It's a wish you wanting to hear, and it's full of abundance. It might be that someone just says something that makes total sense, and suddenly you feel like you understand what is going to make you happy, which is going to bring you fulfillment. It could be an offer that's coming that you've been waiting for. But this is going to be from altering either your mindset or doing something differently. There's a decision to make between two loves. Okay, now this is interesting because I've had the same thing with Gemini. This is something more legal though. This is something that could be about a divorce, for instance, or a separation, where you kind of think, what do I love the most? What's more important here? Am I really giving my heart where it needs to be? Am I cheating myself? That's what I'm getting. You need to weigh things up. What's more important? What do you love the most? What is love? The love for yourself. What does that mean? What does having love mean? What does loving someone else mean? Should it be a struggle? Should it be a battle? There's definitely a goal that you are going to reach, and it's coming in writing. all right? And it could be that you have to reach out and write a letter, write an application, put something out there, do something you haven't done before. Maybe you need to tell somebody how you feel or write it down, and it's not something you're used to. But it could be you just need to write a list of goals and get them down there and decide what's important to you. I feel like you're kind of going nowhere fast at the moment. That sounds awful, but it's like I'm just going again. I'm running against this door, I'm banging my head, I'm running back again, and this time I'll try again. And all you're getting is a sore head. And it is really time to make those changes. Now, like I said, if you're listening to this vlog around the 14th, you've probably already realised this, okay? But what I do see is, if you're questioning your decision because maybe you haven't had the results you're looking for, because we make these changes and we don't always get the results as quickly as we think. It's not going to woo, the light comes on and there we are. We make the change, we make the decision, and we have to kind of work through the change and the transition in ourselves and the emotional transition that means. And there could be a sense of grieving, and there could be a sense of shock that goes on, and it becomes like a healing crisis, especially if you change a pattern that you've been following your whole life or some kind of conditioning. There's this sense of you kind of got to just let it all out, get it all out there and just clear yourself, cleanse, and then you can have more clarity for what you want. Now, I do see more confidence around relationships in general, but it's coming from being more sensitive. And, I tell a lot of people this, if you're more vulnerable, if you open your heart, you will get more results. Sometimes we have to be vulnerable because that's when we connect with our heart self the most. If we're always trying to protect ourselves and be strong and, be in control, we miss the heart part. And sometimes it can become aggressive and angry. And although anger is, clear confirmation of passion and feelings and, strong emotions, it's like sometimes we miss what we could do. We miss the important moments because we're spending so much time being angry. Now, center yourself, that's what I'm getting. It's like Spirit is saying, center yourself, ground yourself, connect with your heart, if necessary, go and get some healing. Spend time with your hands over your heart and just connect with the universal life force energy and just allow it to come in. Just visualize your heart becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And I can feel for some of you that could actually be almost painful. And I don't mean because you haven't got a heart, it's because you haven't allowed yourself to love you. You haven't allowed yourself to feel, because that could be painful. And so that's just the initial thing, all right? So, but then once it starts opening, it's like when you're tired, or you've been sat cramped up for a long time, you get up and your legs don't feel like they're working. It's that kind of thing. You just got to get everything moving again. Now, there is a phone call coming which is going to give you more information around a restriction that you've been dealing with. Okay, this could be a call you make, or it could be something coming to you. But it feels like you're suddenly understanding why you've had this block. Now, maybe you're going to speak to an intuitive consultant or a psychic, or maybe you're going to talk to a friend and they give you some insight. Maybe you reach out and you speak to somebody and you actually ask them, why are you not talking to me? Why is this not happening? And they actually give you the answers because you've reached out and spoken to them. See, again, this is about opening your heart. When we have arguments, it's very easy to just shut off and say, I'm not talking to you, it's your turn, that kind of thing. He said, she said. But actually, it's about just putting it out there very calmly and saying, right, tell me what's going on and we can fix this, or we can at least find a way to move forwards. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. We're all at fault. We're fighting and it's not working. I do see much more positive balance coming in this month. And it's kind of sense that it's coming because your doubts are coming full circle. So something you may have resisted or not done before, it's coming back round again. But I'm seeing powerful energy about wanting to understand, wanting to learn, wanting to gain more knowledge. If you are going into some study, I'm seeing that really, really positive and much more grounded than maybe a time before. I feel like your brain, your mind is going to be in a better place. I'm also seeing more money. Once you let go a little bit, there's a lot more financial abundance coming your way. And it's like once you let go, you get the missing piece of the puzzle and you kind of understand things better. This celebration, and I do see expansion happening. There could be some travel happening this month, but I'm also seeing a situation possibly around a Sagittarius person where there is celebration, where suddenly you don't have to make so much effort anymore and you realise that actually it's just about being and not trying. Your insight is going to be very strong this month if you work with your heart self. Okay, I feel like you're going to get the messages you want. There could be jealousy around. This could be aimed at you, or that you are aiming at someone else. Just kind of expand past that. If it's you, then kind of see a bit further, you know, or if you find out someone's jealous, if you let go of focusing on it. It could be that you're feeling jealous because somebody is with someone else you want to be with, but what's the point? They're with someone else, you know? If they were with you, they'd be with you, okay? So step back. Once you let go of that hold, you'll find things flow much better. There is going to be a few days where you just feel like you just want to close down and just shut off for a little while and have a rest, and that's absolutely okay, because that will bring some kind of transformations. You might just feel really exhausted or a bit under the weather. Watch a female influence this month. I feel like somebody is triggering some doubts in you, or I'm getting the word deception, somebody who isn't being really true to you or honourable. They're trying to kind of push your buttons to get something out of you. You're going to be surprised at who that is as well, but you will realise who it is as well. But I'm seeing much more balance emotionally, more security on an emotional front, and you starting to realise what skills you have and actually how you can put them into action. And this is giving you a much better sense of well-being, but definitely the foundations are becoming firmer. I've also got a Virgo influence here that could help with some transformational issues. So if there's someone you know who is a Virgo, a friend, maybe they are somebody you want to open up to. So I'm hoping this month is wonderful for you and that you get the insights that you're looking for and you're able to open up more and find some new directions. Again, if you'd like to contact me, then do so, and I will speak to you again next month. Bye for now.